カレーで。では読みます。
読みます。
ここで一句。
はい、一句。
落ち椿。岩に滴る水しぶき。
いや、天才的ですね。
はい。
Hello everyone. Today we are going to the Murasaki Shikibu pilgrimage. She is a writer in Heian period and famous for Tale of Genji. Through this Murasaki Shikibu pilgrimage, we can deepen our understanding and knowledge of the perspectives in the Heian period. This also leads to knowing how the religion in the period affected people, which is helpful for us to take some tips of the period in our daily lives. We are going to explore Ishiyama-dera, Kamigamo Jinja, Rozanji, and Uji. Enjoy our pilgrimage video.
Let's start by visiting Ishiyama Temple in Shiga Prefecture. This temple is famous because Murasaki Shikibu got the idea for the tale of Genji here. According to legend, about 1,000 years ago, she saw the full moon over Lake Biwa from this place. That moment inspired her to start writing the tale of Genji, which is known as the world's first full-length novel. Then, we've just arrived at Ishiyama Temple. We found the mascot of Otsu City in Shiga Prefecture. Ishiyama Temple was built during the Nara period by the order of Emperor Shomu. It also one of the 33 temples in the famous Saigoku Kannon pilgrimage in Japan.
落ち椿。岩に滴る水しぶき。
いや、天才的ですね。
We read a haiku as you saw in the introduction. As we walked through the temple, we found an omikuji stand, so we decided to try it. Raimu got Daikichi, the best fortune. Then we got our ticket to enter the temple. When we entered the temple grounds, we saw a cave-like space called Kuguri-iwa. It was formed by natural stones called Keikaigan, which are now a national natural stone. The space inside was narrow, so it was hard to pass through. There is a Genji Monogatari museum on the hill above the temple. We went there, but unfortunately, filming was not allowed inside. Next, we visited the statue of Murasaki Shikibu. We tried to imagine how she felt when the idea for the tale of Genji came to her. Ishiyama Temple is also known for a story called Ishiyama-dera Engie-maki. This place is believed to be a sacred place for a dragon king. There is also a rock called Shirikake-iwa. It is said that a famous monk sat on this rock to pray for the Dragon King.
はい、どうも。
1円玉。
Now let's go to the main hall called Genji no Ma or the Genji room. It was a room for high-ranking people to stay. Murasaki Shikibu also stayed here. That shows how important her writing was. From this room, she looked at the moon reflecting on Lake Biwa. That view inspired her to start writing the tale of Genji. At the end of our visit to Ishiyama Temple, we tried Ishiyama Temple's famous snack, deep fried mitarashi dango. Now let's head to the next spot on our pilgrimage journey.
Next, we visited Kamigamo Shrine. This is one of the oldest shrines in Kyoto Prefecture, and it is said that she often visited this shrine. When she visited this shrine, she prayed to Kataokasha, a matchmaking shrine, in the hope of the fulfillment of her love. There are very cute Emma with the paintings of Murasaki Shikibu. ホトトギス、声待つほどは片岡の森の雫に立ちやぬれまし。This is the love song she wrote at that time. It means I'm going to wait for a long time until hearing Hototogi's voice, even if I'm wet with morning dew under the tree of Kataoka Shrine. Hototogisu means a man who Murasaki Shikibu loved, and wrote the feeling of I'll be waiting forever until you appear. It conveys the feeling of thinking about the person you love, which has not changed now and in the past. Next, we visited Rosanji. She was grown up here and lived a married life with Fujiwara no Nobutaka and raised her only daughter, Daini no Sanmi. There is also a stone monument of a song by Murasaki Shikibu and Daini no Sanmi. There is the Genji garden filled with white sand and moss, and it's very beautiful. It is said that she wrote the tale of Genji and the diary of Murasaki Shikibu here, and this place also served as the setting for the tale of Genji. We visited Uji, where the final 10 chapters of 54 in the tale of Genji set, the main setting in the land of Uji. For this reason, the final 10 chapters are often called the Uji Jujo. At the Museum of the Tale of Genji, I can learn many things about the Tale of Genji. According to legend, Murasaki Shikibu wrote the Tale of Genji in the middle of the Heian period. It is famous all over the world, and it is a fascinating introduction to the aristocratic culture of the early Heian period, when Japan's unique entertainment, dress, daily life, and moral code were being formed. Motori Norinaga said that the essence of the tale of Genji was described as knowing the pathos of things, mono no aware. It shows supreme sensitivity to human emotions and the beauties of nature. But as it proceeds, its darkened tone reflects the Buddhist conviction of this world's transience. The tale of Genji is heavily influenced by Buddhist thoughts, such as concepts of reincarnation, self-erasure, and the sense of the impermanence of life. Some people in the story try to feel better by becoming monks or living a Buddhist life. I think Uchijujo is the best example. This story is about Kaoru, who is Genji's adopted son. In this room, we can know the story of Uchijujo. At the Uchijujo, Kaoru falls in love with Oigimi, but she refused him and died. He then meets Ukihune, her half-sister, but Nio no Kimi, a romantic prince, also loves her. Ukihune is torn between them and tries to drown herself, but she survives. At the end, she becomes a nun, choosing a spiritual life over love. Next, we visit Byodo in Hodo. The temple was named Byodo-in by Yorimichi, with Dainichi Nyorai as its principal image. The building registered as a World Heritage Site and famous for its design on the Juyen coin. It's called Hodo because of its elegant appearance, as if a phoenix was spreading its wings. Noted that Murasaki Shikibu was so impressed by the beauty of Byodo-in that she used the model of Rokujo-in and the villa in Suma in the tale of Genji. In addition, some commentators have compared the woman who appears in Hikaru Genji's dream to Murasaki Shikibu, suggesting that Murasaki Shikibu spiritually influenced the story through Byodo-in. First, we visit the statue of Murasaki Shikibu. There is a statue of Murasaki Shikibu at the park of Yume no Ukihashi. Yume no Ukihashi is the name of the final chapter of Uchijujo. Uji River near the park. In the tale of Genji, there is a scene in which Kaoru and Niyonomiya, the last heroine Ukihune, who suffered from their love, try to throw herself into this river. As this video shows, through Murasaki Shikibu's works and the culture of the time, we were able to learn about the values and artistic sensibilities of the Heian period. We composed work poems with emotion just as we do today, and expressed human relationship and the beauty of nature with great delicacy. We were also able to learn for the first time that religion and Buddhists were deeply involved in her works, and we realized that her works were spiritually profound. Although she was from a distant era, Murasaki Shikibu's sensibilities and expression are familiar to us today, and we felt more familiar with her world. We had a good time.
あー、映ってない。
いやーと平等いいね。
いやじゃないね。
辛抱。
もうなう。